Just keep smiling at me.
Yeah. So, can we start now?
Yes.
Yeah. Dr. Pamela, according to your own opinion, what is the reason for having this project, and why the Netherlands government gave us support for this project?
That's a good question, and it starts a long time before this project. The Dutch government started to support education projects after the end of the war in Vietnam. They started in 1977, and I worked on a project from 1978 to 1990, higher education project with the National Institute of Hygiene and Epidemiology and some others. And that project ended, but the Dutch government still had key programs in education, in health, and some other areas. And so they were willing to accept a proposal and support a proposal for a new project in medical education in 1992, 93, as you know, the first phase. And so because we had success in the first and second phases, we could continue into this phase. So it was a political decision by the Dutch government to support Vietnam after the war, which continued in a general development support for sectors that serve the people, like education and health.
Thank you. And the other question we would like to know, according to your opinion, after a period of 90 years, and the support of the project, what are the changes of medical education in medical school in Vietnam, and how capacity of the teacher in general and project member was increased? And could you please tell us the role of the project in improving capacity of the teacher in the process of development of training in all medical schools?
That's quite a long question.
Yeah.
Well, you're right to ask about 19 years, because this project of the last 5 years builds on the two projects before that. When I first came to the medical faculties in the early 1990s, the quality of the teaching was very simple. I think that the numbers of students were small before that, so the teaching by the teachers in the hospitals was good, but the classroom teaching was very old-fashioned. Chalk and talk. They write on the blackboard and talk to the students. The quality of research was also old-fashioned. It wasn't bad, it was old-fashioned. There are many developments had happened in education and research, and Vietnam had been isolated by political factors like the embargo from the US. So the people did not have up-to-date knowledge about teaching, about medical curriculum development, about research and topics like that. So when we came in the early years, we really had to teach people things that they had not learned, had not had opportunities to learn. But after the first phase, we had a core group of people in the 4 faculties. After the second phase, we had a core group of people in 8 faculties, and we had influenced the type of teaching. People felt motivated to improve their teaching, to use more active methods, more people spoke English by that time, not just because of our project, but in general. More people had computers. Before that, when we arrived, there were no computers, and we introduced computers in the first phase of the project. So while the project was going on, Vietnam was also changing a lot. So more people spoke English, more people had computers, more people had access to other countries, more people were coming from other countries to visit Vietnam, also doctors and scientists and so on. So we were, let's say, planting and growing the seeds, but there became other influences that helped to grow the seeds too. And finally, I think in this last phase, we really have shown that the medical schools are willing and able to be modern and up-to-date, and are already much better than they were before, and much better than some other countries in the region. I think that we still have some development to do before we reach the really international level. It's partly related to policy and education, and partly related to the actual quality of teaching. But I have seen such a change from the first years through all of these years. Such an increase in capacity, an increase in challenges to the university also, because too many students, not enough practice. But then we introduce skills labs. So we really see the effort of the universities to improve and to make the quality good enough. And I think that's all you can ask the university to do, to prepare the students as well as possible for their work. And I think that they are really trying to do their best to do that now. So the main change is the type of teaching and the access to modern, up-to-date information for the students and for the teachers. Does that answer all of those questions? I forgot all the details of the question now.
So we asked about you already talk about the quality of teaching and also capacity of the teacher. And also, could you please tell us the roles of the project in improving capacity of the teacher?
Oh, the role of the project. Well, as I said, we brought in experts. We gave people chances to study abroad. We gave people chances to attend conferences or go on study tours. So we exposed the teachers to a lot of the updated methods and information. And many of the teachers, not all of course, but many of the teachers took up that new knowledge, and that also made it easier for them to work with other projects. So if another project came and the people were able to talk on a real equal level and exchange, then they got input from other projects and other projects and other projects. So I think we not only contributed to their capacity building, but we opened a lot of doors for them. We enabled them to respond to other people. So that added to their capacity, not everything from our project, but because of our project they were able to work in many more projects that 15 years before they would not have been able to do. So I think that we cannot ever say that all of the change is because of us, but I really believe that we played a key role from the beginning and even up to now in the improvement of training of the health workers, especially medical doctors, in Vietnam. And I think that the Dutch embassy and the Dutch people, not me, I'm the bridge between the embassy and the people and the universities, but I think that we can really be proud of the results of the investment. It was a lot of money, but it really has a very wide impact on the quality of the young doctors in Vietnam today. And that should have impact on the quality of healthcare. And that's why we do it.
Thank you very much.
Okay.